Greetings, one and all, from the White Mountains of Arizona. The thunderstorms have come, they've gone, and it's a beautiful overcast day today. Our high is supposed to be 79, and I'm loving it. The colors are popping. It's a very comfortable temperature. We're going for a walk. Excuse me if I'm a little bit out of breath. We've been walking around this morning. But today we're going to do a little channeling, and I wanted to get some answers on the, is it Lanai? The Lanai fire in Maui. And man, I went there as a kid with my family for a vacation, so I know how beautiful that area is, and it's devastating. And we just want to get some answers. We don't know anything for sure, except we do know that we don't trust the mainstream media. So we're going to try to find our own answers today. We're recording this on Friday, and you're going to be watching this on Monday. So maybe new information has come out since then. But I would say if it comes from the mainstream media, I wouldn't really trust it. Here's Tara over here, preparing for the channeling. As always, we don't know who or what we're going to contact. We just accept the messages, and it's up to our higher selves to determine whether they resonate with us or not. So we never ask that you just believe anything or everything or nothing that you hear in these channelings. We just ask that you let it pass through your filter, essentially, and you make the decision. We're just presenting the info if we can. We'll see who she can connect with today. We found a beautiful cliff over here. She's connecting. I think she still needs time.
Okay.
Oh, you're good. Do you have a connection?
Yes.
Okay, who or what are we connected to?
It's a tree, a bear, and a fairy.
So forest spirits.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay. How are they qualified to answer our questions about this fire?
They said we're just as much a part of the earth as you.
What realm do you reside in?
2, yours, and 4.
Okay. So in 3D, do you reside in Hawaii?
There is no location. We are all the same.
Okay. So we're speaking to ourselves today,
Yes.
but in animal form.
Yes.
Excellent. So we have questions about the fire in Lanai. Obviously, it's a great tragedy. We do want answers, but of course, we want to grieve for those who died and gave their lives. So, what can you tell us about this fire?
Unnatural.
Who caused it?
You.
How so?
You. People. Humans. Working to hurt us.
Was it a group of humans, or do you mean humans as a whole?
A group that works with non-tearing.
And they conspired together to start a fire?
Practice run.
Practice for what?
Seeming godlike control of this world.
Okay. So they create natural disasters, claim responsibility, and then we give away our power to them?
Sometimes people might light fire to a forest to move the animals. It's the same concept.
They wanted to move the people?
Move in a physical sense, but also move you in your hearts, in your energy, your emotions.
They attacked the heart chakra.
Yes, and your root, our roots, your root.
So they're trying to cause fear?
That's the best way to move something.
Do they want to take responsibility? Those who did it?
No, they will say the responsibility was yours.
So in 3D, they'll blame it on some other thing.
Yes.
But if they want to demonstrate their power, wouldn't they take responsibility?
There's no need to demonstrate power, for the power has been demonstrated and it works.
So what's their bigger plan?
If the humans can be better manipulated and controlled, then they seek a tighter control on the forest, the earth, us, which is also you. They bear control down onto you, then you control us, which is something they cannot do directly.
Why do they wish to control the plants and animals?
We're like food, or what we produce is valuable.
But the 4D beings can't interact with you?
Not directly. Mm, Even though polarities work within each other, there's something like micro polarities, and certain polarities create a particular type of friction where they cannot interact directly with a certain species of a certain realm.
So these 4D beings can interact with the 3D realm, just not with you in the 3D realm.
Yes,
And so they manipulate humans to interact with you for them.
yes. Our realm, we partially had said that we are in 2D as well. These beings have friction with 2D.
And they just wish to harvest your life force?
We're just like a garden providing nourishment.
And so that's why they control the 3D matrix to make animals food.
Technically, yes. There's many more layers, but they all look very similar.
Right, there's the plant level where plants have consciousness, yet we're eating them.
Yes,
And then when we take energy from the sun, it's not directly from the sun.
correct.
And then
You
when we
have the earth between you and the sun.
and then that when we take in energy from the sun, it's not directly from source.
Correct. That is a representation of source.
So source is the true food source.
You realize there is no
Of course.
food
Right.
in source.
But once you connect with
Food
source,
was created in several of the lower worlds, not so much the upper, to be taught life feeds on life. It's a cycle, but it's a program.
right, as part of the matrix program designed to keep us in a lower consciousness, because if we keep inflicting damage on those that are lower than us, then those that are higher us have the permission to do so to us.
Correct.
So they used this, was it a direct energy weapon to ignite the fire?
It's like a weapon of air. You don't see it. And then, boom.
And they want to move the humans out for what purpose?
The work to be done there. It is a huge energy source, many overlaying timelines and ley lines. Very special place.
Does Hawaii represent the heart chakra of the planet?
You could say the heart chakra, we look at them as pressure points. Pressure points when pushed with energy, your energy, in a particular way, creates a particular feeling on the earth itself. Pushed incorrectly can cause a lot of pain.
So a pressure point was intentionally damaged to create pain and suffering.
Yes, the earth had been fighting back. They are trying to subdue her. This is a whip on the back. Don't do that again.
Will she listen?
No.
How can we help her?
connect your energy to Earth, remember that part of you is Terran, and you are also a unique energy that mixed with this plane, you can create what to you would be miracles.
So once we start removing our egos, we can create miracles that help the earth.
Yes, you realize you are Earth and you are also not Earth, and you can mix that for something very beneficial.
Our souls all come from outside of this planet.
Many of your souls, yes, not 100%.
Okay. So there's some souls that come from Earth, stay on Earth, and always stay on Earth.
They don't always have to stay on Earth, but there are some that do come from the Earth. You
Cool.
probably already know them. They stand out. True Earth beings. 100%.
How can you recognize one?
They just seem to look, reflect the Earth itself. You might see them as rock climbers or gardeners, ones who truly look like they are of their favorite hobby. They look like Earth. You feel down to earth with them. They know how to intertwine themselves with the earth in order to have fun.
Oh, sound like a fun bunch. So, what as humans can we do to counter those who hurt Hawaii?
Again, continue to connect to your higher selves and the earth part of you, and realize that you have a tremendous amount of energy. You can pour that energy into an intention. What is your intention? Of course, the intention will be, oh, strike down those who did this, or oh, this just might happen again. So sad. Their intentions are being manipulated. Be very mindful of your intentions because they do come true.
So, if we tend to help the earth, then we're doing something.
Yes, be reminded that this cannot exist in a magical world, that this is only a television program and we can change the station.
What can we learn from this fire that hasn't been already stated?
To look around, there's always truth, reality, the non matrix around every corner. You have to be willing to open yourself up and see it. You would never be confused if you were always open to looking for truth, reality, beyond the matrix.
So, in a way, you're saying those who look for the truth behind what we're told about this fire will help expand themselves outside of the matrix.
Yes, it helps us as well.
How does that help you?
An awakening energy is a stronger connection to earth and the higher self. Thus, we feel your energy more intensely, and it is a beautiful bond. You feel us intensely, we feel you intensely, and things that we couldn't do before are now possible.
So, the plants and animals' growth is intertwined with the humans.
Yes,
Because you are us, as you said.
yes.
Do humans regularly incarnate as animals?
Mm, Sometimes there's more as animals, sometimes there's less. There's never always a standard number of this group of people, if they reincarnate, will be this, and this many people will be this. It's always fluctuating.
Ah. What types of lessons do the animals learn in their incarnations?
We learn the shadow side of humans.
Ugh, gross. Uh, that's very brave of you.
It's just a side, it's just a brightness.
So your light kind of reflects our darkness back to us?
Yes. And think of the things that you fear about nature. Some fear thunderstorms, some fear lions and tigers and bears, some fear just being alone. And it's in that that's actually your shadow, not cast within this lifetime. This is a soul shadow. Think, why do I have this fear surrounding being connected to this part of Earth or this part of Earth? And you'll find a lot of healing in there, and your fear will dissipate.
What can we do to send healing to Hawaii?
Again, awaken. Look for reality beyond reality. Continue to pour your focused intention into the earth, what you would like to see ultimately happen.
If the technology that started this fire is exposed, doesn't that fall in line with their plan? Because it would show their power because of their technology?
There's always fail safes. If this happens, great. But what if this happens instead? Well, that would also be beneficial. They make sure that whatever quote unquote accidents happen, that it always benefits them in some way.
Will this be blamed on climate change?
Some will still see it as the earth does not know how to regulate her temperature. Some will still see it as, oh, there's a group of bad people and they're going to hurt us.
How should we see it?
For reality, reality is all sides.
What is the light in this situation?
That reality is all sides. And if that's true, then there's learning in everything. And you can tap into the energy whichever way you wish. If you tap into it and you want to create more of negative polarity or positive polarity, it doesn't matter. Everything is learning and aiding the other in the end.
So
The
could
darkness doesn't always have a fail-safe, so does the light.
ah. So could you say that humans on some level, the collective consciousness called for this fire in order for us to see our unhealed shadows?
Everything is a co-creation, yes.
And this evil group was happy to oblige.
Of course, it's their part in the performance.
Right. Well, this has been fascinating. We thank you for this transmission. We love you for your sacrifices, having to look at the dark side of humanity. That's not an easy task. Do you have any final message before we go?
Augur, augur. Ooh, 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 my buns.
Uh-oh.
Went to sleep.
While she recalibrates her buns, we'll just take a look at the scenery, some rocks and stuff. I didn't expect to channel an animal today, or a group of animals.
Yeah, it was just it was funny because they're presenting themselves as like cartoons, like cartoon talking tree, almost like for a fairy, like stereotypical, looks like Tinkerbell. The bear looks like a guy in a costume.
Okay.
It's just, it was interesting, but it felt genuine, like they really are the earth. They're just presenting to me, or maybe I'm just the weird one.
Yeah, they're just balls of light, and you're like, ooh, a fairy.
I'm like, ooh, Tinkerbell. So
Well, that's food for thought. My intuition said exactly what the channeling said. It was an outside. I don't know any details, but I just had a
Yeah.
feeling that this was done to
Mm-hmm.
the island. So that confirmed that for me.
Yeah, that was interesting. Well, actually, a lot of it's starting to leave now. So it's
Oh,
like I'm starting to forget the channeling and wait, what happened?
that's why you got to watch it back, and that's why you got to watch the playlists.
Yes, check out our playlist. We have many, many channeling videos, and we're always looking for new suggestions. So if you have suggestions of particular events or people, or maybe you just have a question, and we'll see what entity pops in for, you know, the right one to answer the question.
Yeah. Okay, any last words on this channeling?
No,
Just
just that I
forgetting it.
definitely need to watch it back. And
Okay.
that group was pretty awesome. I love their
They seemed happy and
energy.
joyful,
Yeah.
smiley. Maybe that's just you.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, you guys leave all those comments down below and don't forget to give this a thumbs up and we'll catch you later.
Peace.
Bye.